Hello everyone, welcome to Build Positiveness. And today we are learning some topic about life coaching, and we have a special guest and life coach as well. And let's welcome Rutuja Lingampalli. So, hi Rutuja,
Hello, Madhu.
hope you are doing good.
Yes, I'm doing absolutely well. How about you?
Sure, I'm also doing well. So let us, our audience wanted to know about how life coaching industry and what is life coaching. There are many people in the world across India or across the globe. So people wanted to explore many things, and as we are into positivity and positivity transforming channels, we wanted to make sure our people and audience know about about life coaching. So before going to that, so can you please explain about your life coaching experience and how you became a life coach, how what makes you a passion towards life coaching?
Okay, so let me start with the first question. What does a life coach do? So, a life coach is a professional who helps you to accomplish your personal as well as your professional goals. Because we all want certain outcomes in our life. There are time bound outcomes that we are looking for, but there can be various challenges a person can face. The challenges could be external, the challenges could be internal, and life coach is the one who holds the space for you so you can clearly first define what you want, then decide an action plan. So, life coach becomes an accountable partner in your success and also helps you to deal with the limiting beliefs as people have many self doubt issues, low confidence related issues, or sometimes they are too confident and success has already overtaken them, and that's why they're not able to explore wider horizons. So, there could be various reasons as to why a person wants another person to support them in this journey.
Help him to achieve his goals, and few people are not about decision makings also, or not clarity about how we can choose our goals, or not able to fulfill his dreams or goals. And so in this journey they want someone to help them or guide
Yes,
them.
exactly. So a person who can direct them, guide them. So people come to us for majority three C's. That is what I say. Either they come for better confidence, better clarity, as you said, decision making, or sometimes courage. Because I feel that when you have the courage to speak the truth to yourself about what is it that you really want from your life, that is the time when you get clarity, and when with clarity you take actions, you get the confidence that yes, I can achieve this. So this is how the journey looks like, and these three are the reasons why people come to life coaches.
Okay, that's great. And we have some doubts about life coaching and mental health issues. Like we are having some issue about the stress. I'm not able to take forward, and people are little bit complicated in choosing a life coach and a therapist. So, what is the difference between a life coach and professional psychologist or a therapist can do them? So there is some difference between them, so majority of people not having this clarity. So can you please explain on
Yeah,
this?
sure. And understanding the difference is very important because there are some areas which overlap
Yes.
between therapy and life coaching, but the purpose is completely different of working with a person. So, when you are diagnosed with a psychiatric disorder or with a mental disorder, that time for your mental health, for the cure, you need to work with a psychiatrist, a proper doctor, and you need to work with a therapist as per whatever the treatment has been suggested to you. So this is like the the gray area where the life coaches work. Whenever you are diagnosed with a mental health disorder, you need to work with a therapist, with a proper psychiatrist. And when you have some wellness related issues, it's not just mental wellness but about your overall well-being, then you go to a concerned life coach to get some outcomes, right? So a life coach is towards
Got it.
future. So when you have issues related to past and all those things and it needs to be handled by a medical professional, it is different. And when you want to work towards a future, it is different. So you can,
Got
I
it.
want to highlight this thing, that I have seen people or observed people where they are getting treated for their mental health disorders by psychiatrists. They are going to therapists, and for the business goals or for the other goals, they are working with a coach. So you can work with.
Okay, simultaneously they are working with the both as a life coaches and as well as with the wellness
Yes,
coaches,
because
right?
we are stepping in for different purposes, so you can work simultaneously. But this is the major difference.
Okay. Got it. Thanks for helping out on this subject. And as a life coach, I wanted to, you are already becoming a great life coach as we are seeing you on the social media, the way you showing your post and transforming people are great. And also I have seen your book, The Courageously You.
Yes.
So can you please tell me a little bit about your book?
Yes, so as I said, that the first step towards gaining confidence in life or towards living a life that you really want to live, the first thing that you require is courage, the courage to speak the truth to yourself. Because
Yes.
in today's day and age of social media, of influence, it's very easy to get disturbed by the glamorous achievements that people are showing off on social media and all of that. So you get attached to all the so-called criterias of success without really defining what is success, what is fulfillment for yourself. So, Courageously You is a book that encourages you to dive deeper into your authentic desires. What is it that you want to do? What is your nature? How is your personality? Who is it that you really want to become? And how do you navigate that path? So, it is like a guidebook for a person who wants to live an authentic and fulfilling life.
Oh, that's great. And we are now able to, find out, figure out the things like three C's in our life. So that's great. And, there are, few life coaches or many life coaches available across our country. And some are being, available through our social media and some are not available across many platforms. So there is a lack of life coaching in the India. So as of now, so do you feel that our people needs a life coaches and life coaching needs to be? What do you think on this?
So there have been different ways of guiding people and conducting the process of personal development and personal transformation. And India has always been a land of great teachers, but the word
Yes.
coaching is taking up the pace right now. But it has always been there in terms of leadership development, in terms of spiritual transformation. So coaching is a wide area, and it has been practiced in our country, but not under the banner and on the scale that it is happening right now. So every person can benefit from coaching, depending on at what stage of life they are in and how they want to proceed further. Everybody can benefit from it. But the only thing I always say and also heard from greater coaches is that the entry barrier in the industry is low. That means it's very easy to call yourself a life coach, but the excellence barrier is high. So a life coach needs a daily basis commitment to polish their coaching skills, to reach out to people, to write articles and let people know what their thought process is exactly. So I think good coaches or excellent coaches is something that, yes, our country requires more, and people's openness also towards this arena where they can explore themselves, because this is a field of self discovery.
And if you have skills or some people have skills of transforming others also, it will be very great platform as a life coach for them to enter the industry. And they should also have some as a life coach, there are other life coaches also exist in the country, but there is some lack of technology market and personal branding for them. And we came to know that Rutuja is also helping other life coaches to transform or building their personal growth in terms of technology building in their platforms. So could you please tell me on that?
Okay, so there's a story behind it. Okay, I never thought that at a very early stage I would become a business coach for other life coaches. But one of my friend
Oh,
approached me saying that we did this course together, but you are already working with clients and we're not getting them. How do you get them from your social media? So I was always, solving doubts related to social media and organic marketing for my fellow life coaches. So I designed a proper
Okay.
program because content is one thing, and you having a good curriculum, your niche, in which area do you want to work. So this base work, some fundamentals have to be clear. So I developed a course around it, and I became a business coach for other life coaches, and I could get great results after working with people. And even when a new person is trying to become a life coach, the person needs to go through a personal transformation. The person needs to be in that space so that they can hold space for others. So I saw that working really well, and I could build a community of coaches where, we are nurturing each other, learning from each other. So that's the intention.
Got it, Rutija. Thanks for explaining the topic as well, and you're also helping the many great life coaches. And as a business coach, you're transforming many people's. And I wanted to know about the life coaching. I mean, few doubts about life coaching, and you are always have explaining and transforming people in terms of clarity, coaching, and confidence building. So how we can help? So one topic we wanted to know from you is time management or managing multiple things on time. So how is it possible a person can do this? And most of the people are lacking these time management issues. So can you please explain any few techniques that we can improve in the time management skills?
Yes, so more than time management or stress management, I like to call it your energy management, because if you're a person who can dedicatedly give 60 minutes of time and get a lot of work done in that time, the quality of attention is more, then you can do what other people can do in 2 hours, you can do in 1 hour, depending on how well you are
Got it.
prioritizing it and how well you are dedicatedly giving that attention to your work. So I like to use a technique called
So
as time
yes.
blocking, which I've seen many great coaches use, and like Robin Sharma and all. And they recommend that 90 minutes to 60 minutes tight bubble, where you are not disturbed by anybody else and you work on a single task that is related to your bigger goal. Like, for example, if becoming a life coach is your goal, then 60 to 90 minutes you're devoting to studying or creating content or something that really matters to your business. So that is how you direct your energy.
So we need to divide into smaller tasks and we need to work on
Yeah,
it.
so that is how you channelize your energy and your will into one direction so that you see the results manifesting. So that is the fundamental
So
basis of.
we can also, yes, got it. So we can also applicable with the goal setting also. I mean goal setting, or it can be any dreams because some people having some lot of dreams and they may not achieve their dreams or goals by doing some professional job, or so having some issues with their business. They don't have time on uh, achieving their dreams, like they have some music they wanted to achieve, they wanted to dance, or it can be any types of dreams or goals they may having. So if we can work on it, so we can able to achieve it,
Yes, exactly. So if
right?
it is your hobby or it is something that you always wanted to do
Obviously.
and you were not able to prioritize it, but the moment you decide and you prioritize it, then you will start seeing results. But I see majority of them not taking the first step of actually making it a priority.
That could be in terms of clarity or confidence also. Most of the people's lack of confidence whether I can do it or whether I may not do it. And most of the people think of the results more than the putting the efforts on the task or the dreams. So I think putting our efforts is the priority we need to follow on. And this is the times they need to contact any persons in their friend circle, or they can wish to visit the life coaches as well to make a clarity or which their dreams fulfill in this journey. So I think it's in the clarity step. So how a life coach helps in middle of the stages in terms of achieving their dreams.
So why they are not taking the first step? There could be so many blocks that we come across as life coaches when we're working with clients. It could be the fear of rejection,
Okay.
it could be fear of criticism, it could be fear of failure. Some people are supremely addicted to perfection, that every first step also should be perfect, especially high achievers. That is why they have lost the
Yeah,
curiosity and the spark of being a beginner and a dignified beginner. You did not learn to walk in one day. You crawled, you took baby steps, and then you started walking. So that kind of patience people are not ready to show because of the external situations and past paced lifestyle. So now when somebody is working with a coach, I see more of we need to sometimes slow down a person so that they can really put their life together. Sometimes we need to increase the pace of actions in a person because they have been not taking really those kind of actions as bigger their dreams are. So it depends on who's sitting in front of you.
that's a nice, light of, transforming the peoples through multiple, multiple areas they need to change or they wanted to improve. And it's, great topic we have discussed so far till now on life coaching and how the life coaches transform the peoples. And you wanted to tell anything about the life coaching or the clients that you have worked in, and what is the first one thing or a similar instances that you have identified with your clients?
I just want to give a message at to the listeners of this podcast that no matter what happens, the person who's always going to stay constant in your life is you. And people get very afraid when they have to step out of comfort zones, when there is uncertainty. So that time you need to hold yourself, because the child within you, or the inner child part of you, is very afraid, is scared. So hold that self and have the courage to speak the truth to yourself. So be honest to yourself and hold yourself during uncertainties.
I think we can also call a belief systems we need to change within ourselves.
Yeah, so this all comes later on, but when you are entertaining the idea of change, for some of us it's very
Yeah.
overwhelming. So that time when you speak the truth to yourself and you hold yourself in terms of uncertainty, you will be achieving great results in your future, and you will learn to navigate through adversity, because we are going to live in very uncertain times. As the time goes ahead, the uncertainties are going to increase, so we need to increase our adversity quotient and become resilient to all this. So this is my message.
Thanks for your message, Rutuja, and thanks for giving us such a nice times for our listeners to know about how we can transform ourselves and how we can approach the life coaches or different kinds of techniques we can use to transform ourselves in terms of goals. Or it's a nice, you know, podcast we have done so far, and thanks for be on this podcast. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thanks a lot for inviting me. I had a great conversation with you, and
Yeah.
it was lovely to talk to you once again. Thank you.
Sure, thank you, Rituja. And you can also follow Rituja on his Instagram and YouTube channels as well. She has been exploring some new topics so that we can get some glance over it and we can have some know about how we can improve ourselves in terms of lots of topics we can explore on this on the channel of Rutuja. So thank you so much for being the host of Build Positiveness, and we appreciate your time and patience for giving us such time to record this podcast. Thank you so much, Rutuja. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.